So the California recall is finally here. It's tomorrow. Gavin Newsom is the governor of California. The problem is he's a really bad governor, and the state has gotten much worse since he has run it. And this has put Democrats across the country in a tough position. Obviously, they want to hold power at all costs, but endorsing Gavin Newsom means they have to pretend that California is okay, which it demonstrably isn't. And you know that if you live there or have been there. Here's just the latest example. It kind of crystallizes it. We were going to play the game, what country is this? You would guess Brazil, of course, when you see this. But no, it's not Brazil. It's Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles. Watch.
Look at that. Store surveillance video showing two men, one with a gun, stealing property from restaurant customers, including a purse, a watch, and a cell phone. For some time, it's been one crime after another around here. A robbery shooting on July 21st, another shooting on August 11th. There's been more all along Melrose.
By the way, I'm sorry to our viewers who are from Brazil. That was an insult to Brazil. Brazil is better than that. That's the California dream. That's what Democrats are defending. Larry Elder is trying to change it. He is running to replace Gavin Newsom as the governor of California tomorrow. We thought we'd speak to him on the eve of that election. Larry Elder, thanks so much for coming on. So basically, pleasure. You're running this recall has forced Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, and all of them, Pelosi, right, all of them, to endorse the inexcusable.
Well, that's right. They've all cut commercials for him. They haven't defended him on crime, as you just now displayed. They haven't defended him on the rise of the cost of living. California just hit an average price of a home at $800,000, which is at minimum 150% above the national average. They've not defended him on the rise of homelessness. They've not defended him on the decline of the quality of our public schools. And the public school kids were denied a whole year of in-person education when Gavin Newsom's own kids were enjoying in-person private education. They haven't defended the way he shut down the state to the point now where a third of all small businesses are gone forever, many of them owned by black and brown and Asian American people that the people on the left, like Gavin Newsom, claim they care about. They haven't defended his way of managing our forests that made our fires more severe. They haven't defended him for failing to add in any real way to our water infrastructure. So now, Tucker, we're running out of water. California has the same water infrastructure that it had 40 years ago when the state was half its size. We're having rolling brownouts because we haven't adequately managed our power grid. So these politicians who've all cut commercials for him, Tucker, have never uttered the following magical words. Gavin Newsom has done a good job for the people of California.
I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, I'm sure there are a ton of people in California who think, well, I don't agree with everything Larry Elder says or maybe any of it, but they drive through Santa Monica and there are people living. It's like Calcutta except worse. How can anybody vote for that? It's a sincere question.
Well, I don't really understand it either. Look, 63% of Hispanics voted for him just 2 years ago. Now the majority of them want him out. The majority of independents voted for him 2 years ago. Now the majority want them out. Crime doesn't have a color, doesn't have a party. The rise of homelessness doesn't have a color, doesn't have a party. The decline in quality of public education doesn't have a color, doesn't have a party. I support school choice. The number one obstacle to school choice is the teachers union, not teachers. Teachers union, number one funder of my opponent, Gavin Newsom, is the powerful teachers union. So why black and brown parents routinely pull that lever for the Democratic Party that stops them from the number one path to escaping poverty, which is to at least finish high school, is beyond me. I'm going to break this Jedi mind trick stranglehold that Democrats have over black and brown voters. And that is why I believe Obama and Bernie Sanders and Senator Warren and the others have come to California and weighed in on this race when they cannot defend the indefensible record of my opponent, Gavin Newsom.
Well, that's right. And I got to say, they've really gone after you personally. Gavin Newsom has a genuinely creepy personal life. I'm just saying it. I mean, you can look it up if you want. He's weird, okay? I don't think you're attacking his sex life, are you, or his personal life? I mean, aren't you sticking to the issues, it seems like to me?
Well, I'm trying to stick to the issues, but I will tell you, I've been attacked as being a sexist. And just day before yesterday, Rose McGowan, the actress who outed Harvey Weinstein, says that 6 months before the big expose on Harvey Weinstein, the sexual predator, Gavin Newsom's wife called her on behalf of Harvey Weinstein's lawyer and said something to the effect of, what can I do to make you happy? What can I do to make this thing go away? Now, I have no idea whether or not it's true or false. All I know is that had that been alleged against me, that's all I'd be talking about from now until the day I die. But the Washington Post, New York Times, completely oblivious to this story. It's a bombshell story if it were made against me.
Well, that's exactly right. The protectors of women. We're speaking to Rose McGowan in just a minute, actually. Funny you mentioned that. Larry Elder, appreciate your coming on. Good luck tomorrow. Man, we're rooting for you.
Well, thank you for having the black face of white supremacy on your show, Tucker. Be sure to vote tomorrow and vote yes on the recall, yes on the recall. And then I have a candidate who I think ought to replace him. His name is Larry Elder.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. It's so grotesque, but it's just so absurd. I can't help it. Larry Elder, thanks a million.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.